Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Ari Aster, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Copernicus who fears all things horror. Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Hope you're all doing well. At the start of a new week, where it is very warm and will only proceed to get warmer because it is summer. Welcome in everyone. How are we all doing today? Hello, CG anime fan. Hi, I hope that things are going really well. It's too warm in my opinion. I agree. It is always too warm. Always. It is always too warm. I don't know why, but it is. And 2 more months of summer. Unbelievable. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Not Creative. Sorry I've been busy as of late. No worries. I hope you are doing well. I hope life is treating you well. Hope it's a good kind of busy, you know, not the bad kind of busy where you're just stressed out all the time. Like me. Hope you're having a good summer. Hope you're having a good summer. Oh my goodness. Low-key have a headache, but it's not that bad, so it is what it is. We're just gonna roll with it! Because it's too late to take Advil. It's gonna take like, I don't know, an hour to kick in anyway. By then the stream will be half done. So we're just gonna roll with it! We're just going to roll with it. Right. So, we are back today with murders on the Yangtze River. Shen is in jail. He's being framed for the murder of Stone Wu, who was a person of interest in his brother's murder. And now we're at trial trying to prove Shen's innocence. And I don't really remember where we left off. All I remember is we're at trial. Yeah, with Phoenix writing it, minus the law degree. Can't wait for summer to end. You and me both, Not Creative. You and me both. Summer is my least favorite time of the year. I want it to be fall and winter year-round. Yeah. Preferably, it should be October to February year-round. That's my favorite weather. Unrealistic, I know. But it would make me very happy. Alright, let's load up the game. I may need like a while to refresh myself. Oh yeah. We are now moving on to the basement. And the cat. Yeah, the cat. There was a cat that we found in the basement. And, now Joseph's daughter, Cece, is gonna bring her cat, Mr. Ginger, to help us, prove Shen's innocence. I think. Now let me turn this off. I think. And, that's where we're at. And I need a quick refresher. What were we talking about before this? Oh yeah, okay, we have Summer CC. Because... Oh, we're saying that the cat got into the basement. Because the murderer let them in. Alright. I see where we're going now. Maybe, kind of. Honestly, I prefer fall over winter, maybe because the snow is always hell where I am. You see, it doesn't snow where I am. So, it should be winter year-round. Yeah, it doesn't snow where I am. I have to drive like 3 hours if I want snow. Snow is a novelty where I am. And hence in my very selfish opinion, it should be fall and winter year-round. Digging through snow? Never heard of her. Alright, Cece has brought Mr. Ginger to the courthouse. His fluffy appearance is quite adorable. I agree, cats are cute. Alright, oh, this is Mr. Watson. This is Joseph's dad. Cece's grandfather. Your honors, I hope you're both well. Oh yeah, we have two judges here. One for the white people, one for the Asian people. Oh my god. This sounds so racist. Why did I say like that? I don't know. Old Bell fancy joining me for a couple later. Oh, Mr. Watson and Judge Herman seem to know each other. What's this game about? It's basically, it's more or less a Phoenix Wright type of game. You're solving murders. That's the TLDR. Usually you play as Shen, but he's been framed for murder, so we're playing as his apprentice and our journalist friend. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to unframe Shen right now.
You're still as refined as ever, Herman.
Wow. Wow. Mr. Watson. Still as refined as ever, Herman. Alright. Sir Bell, I never expected that this small case would also stir your involvement. Yeah, Judge Quan, you see, a lot of very important people are very, very involved in this. You know, with this big pharma, there's money, and where there's money, there are important people. The court summoned my granddaughter to testify. I'm with her. Will this cause inconvenience? No, of course not. Alright, I'm really excited to have cross-examine Mr. Ginger. Cross-examining the cat is my specialty. Excuse me, are you the wizard? She's so cute! Look at Mr. Ginger! Mr. Ginger looks so cuddly! See, she's so cute. She's a little spoiled, but she's cute. Yeah, Judge Quan is a wizard, Cece. Can you just answer my questions? Thank you. Cece, I've told you. In the courtroom, you can't speak without permission. Oh, that's true. She's a child. She doesn't know this, Joseph. She just wants to play with her cat. Okay, Mr. Lion. The cat is so cute. Alright, where's the testimony? Alright, we're starting the trial again. Let's, yeah, we're gonna listen to Cece's testimony. Please describe the circumstance of how your cat, Mr. Ginger, went missing. Alright, 10-10 cat. All cats are 10-10, if not 20-10. She's so cute!
That night, Mr. Tinwoodman, Mr. Ginger, and I went to see magic.
Mr. Tin Woodman, Mr. Ginger, and I went to see magic. I don't know who Mr. Tin Woodman is.
After the show, Mr. Tin Woodman left to chop wood.
Huh?
Mr. Ginger and I took a pumpkin carriage home.
Oh, she's such a princess. Who's Mr. Tin Woodman again? I can't remember. Mr. Tin Woodman. Who's Mr. Tin Woodman? I forgot. I remember she refers to everyone by characters of Wizard of Oz, but I don't remember who Mr. Tin Woodman refers to. Mr. Ginger's a cat. Also, Mr. Ginger's an awesome cat name. I agree. On the way home, I fell asleep and woke up to a noise. Okay. And then Mr. Ginger went missing. Okay. Mr. Scarecrow found him later. Oh, I think we are Mr. Scarecrow. Pumpkin carries Scarecrow magic. Judge Kwong! She's like a 5-year-old child! Cece has a vivid imagination, likes to narrate her experiences using fairy tales. Okay. Can you give me an explanation? Mr. Joseph, may I ask Cece some questions? Of course. Alright, about the magic performance. Yeah. Yeah, tell us about the magic show. Someone stole Miss Witch's card. So Miss Witch is probably Inchu, who's the magician, Julia.
So she could call their names without
okay.
And the magic.
She could, okay, so she's describing Julia's magic. The cards suddenly turned into flowers.
And the flowers into a dove. It flew away.
Okay, and the flowers turned into birds and flew away. Alright. Blindfolded card guessing. Playing cards turning into flowers. Alright. This is Julia's magic. The wonderful hands. Mr. Joseph. Okay, let's ask her some other questions. Can you tell me about the woodman chopping wood? Yeah, I can't remember who the Mr. Tin Woodman is. You told me about it before, but I forgot. Sorry. Mr. Tin Woodman has a sharp axe that can split any wood. Okay.
After the show, he took his axe to chop wood so Cece could stay warm.
Okay, this does not tell me who the Tin Woodman is. I didn't understand that at all. Neither did I, Afu. Yeah, okay, so we are Mr. Scarecrow. That's right. Afu is Mr. Scarecrow because he found the cat. After all.
I haven't got a real...
Yeah! Yeah, Afu doesn't have a break because he's the Scarecrow. Alright, Watson's gonna explain it for us. After the show, Woodman Bell had some work to attend to, so the driver took Cece home first. Oh, who's Woodman Bell? I see. Okay. Wait, which Mr. Bell? As in Joseph or Mr. Watson? Tell me about the pumpkin carriage.
What is the pumpkin carriage?
A pumpkin carriage is simply that. A pumpkin carriage. Mr. Scarecrow has
She's just like, are you dumb? A pumpkin carriage is a pumpkin carriage. It's a car.
Well,
Cece, is the pumpkin carriage pulled by horses?
There is no horses.
This Mr. Coachman can do magic.
Can do magic.
It's probably a car.
He just
Spins the wheel. Okay, yeah, it's a car. It's a car. Wow. I'm so glad they're padding this game with fairy tale references. Yeah, it's a car. Thank you, Afu. You're so smart. I'm so proud of you. Alright, and then... ask her about the sound she heard.
What does the noise that woke you up sound like?
It
It was a really loud noise.
Could it be the sound of a gunshot? A loud bang?
Yeah, was it a bed?
No, it
Oh, it wasn't a bed.
It was a dog.
Oh, it was the bell.
很响.
Very loud sound. Could it be the sound of a clock striking?
Cece,
How many bell sounds did you hear? Joseph would be so hot if he didn't have that stupid wig on. It's period appropriate. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll take it off soon. He didn't have it on earlier. This is period appropriate. I'm sure he wants to take it off too because it's probably itchy AF. Mr. Ginger.
Do you
She asks the cat. The cat just goes meow.
Neither Cece nor Mr. Ginger remember.
Alright, they don't remember how many. What do you think of Cece's testimony? By combining the testimony with this evidence, we can infer the time when Mr. Ginger went missing. Alright, so we need to know when the bell. Relevant documents, theater photo, fish scale. Forgot what this is about. Oh, this is just the thing that they wrote. That Toby wrote. This is the Hengyang thing. This is the cola, secret cola formula. Group photo. This is probably relevant to Shen's brother's case, but not to us right now. I think they are they're talking about okay, we do know she went to see the magic show, so maybe the magic show is the answer.
Cece,
Oh, thank goodness!
you know what is this?
You know what this is? This is a poster.
Is it Miss
Witch's picture. Yes, that is Julia! How did you know? How did you know? Did she perform magic for you in the night that Mr. Ginger went missing? Yes.
She did. Miss Witch turned
The cards into flowers. Honestly, loving the art style so far, yeah. And the live 2D in this game is really smooth. Okay, Mr. Ginger went missing after the magic performance, which is after 8:45 p.m. The time he was locked in the cellar cannot be before that. And at 8:30, Mr. Shen had already been arrested. There we go! Yes, yes, Joseph. I still don't know if Joseph is an Edgeworth or a Von Karma. I'm hoping for the former, but I don't know. Judge Kwon, Mr. Joseph, the person who opened the secret door to the cellar, is the real culprit. Alright, Joseph is thinking. Regarding the counsel's argument, does the prosecutor have anything to say? Joseph is silent. He's thinking. The defense counsel's doubts are valid. Oh, thank you! Thank you. I feel like he's been secretly helping us, so I do think he may be more of an Edgeworth, but at the same time, I'm sus. Because everyone is sus, so I lost. It's alright. Prosecutors have never seen him admit defeat in court before? Well, Sergeant Singh, I guess not a lot of people with brain cells come through this courtroom. Mr. Ginger's revelation overturns all of my previous logic. Even if the murder occurred at 8 p.m., the person entering the cellar would have found the body. Exactly. However, this person showed no signs of it, which is illogical. Unless, you know, Joseph, you've never lost in court before. You know, Mr. Watson! Sorry, you know, Mr. Bao, there's a first time for everything. This experience of failure can also be considered a kind of gain. Well, damn, wise words. Mr. Bell. Well, Sergeant C is looking more and more suspicious by the second. I am just saying. Judge Kwon, since Mr. Bell has spoken, shall we bring this case to a close? Judge Herman and I are on the same page. Then please bring the defendant to the court. SHEN! Although the true culprit of this case has not been caught yet, but the suspicions on the defendant have been cleared. Thank you, CC. And thank you, Mr. Ginger. If there are no objections, I will proceed with the verdict. Waiting for the objection. No one has any objections? Afu has done his best. Very proud of him. The trial of Shen Chuping, a Chinese accused of shooting and murdering Stone Wu. The verdict for the defendant, Shen Chuping, is not guilty. Watson is also really hot! You know, it takes a hot dad to have a hot son. Shen and his brother are really hot, too. Alright. Go Xing, we finally won. This battle was really not easy. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief. That is also true. Man, we worked so hard in this. She's so cute. Thank you all for your hard work. This trial will adjourn. But we still need to figure... Yeah, who's the real culprit? Shen's like, but the murder's not solved. The trial cannot end yet, because the true culprit of this case is right here in the courtroom. Alright, Mr. Shen, you already found out who the real culprit is? Apparently Shen knows. I don't know, though. I mean, I have a guess. I have educated guesses, but... Judge Kwon, please order a temporary lockdown of the court, or there will be another murder. Oh! This is an international settlement. The Shanghai government has this authority. Oh, I don't know much about politics. Would you reveal the suspect's name? The police will take control of them. This case is not just about capturing the culprit. There's a mastermind hiding in the shadows. Oh, it's getting so complex! The twists and turns. Afu's also really cute. Yeah, he's adorable. A little, you know, a little lacking in the brain cells department, but he makes up for it with tenacity. This case is not just a single case. It has intricate connections to an old case I've been investigating for 3 years. It is also related to the recent high-profile theft case. Mr. Shen, the jurisdiction of this court is limited to your alleged murder of Stone Wu. Whether it is accusing the true culprit or reporting the thief, please go to the police station. After the police verify the information, the prosecutor can initiate legal proceedings. No, if the trial ends now, there will be another bloodshed for sure. Judge Herman, how about following Mr. Shen's suggestion and sealing up the court first? It wouldn't hurt to unseal it after the person he accuses has been arrested and detained. Judge Kwan, how can you be so sure that the person he accuses should be detained? Just in case, you know? Yeah, better safe than sorry! Your honors, you can detain me as well. If I make a mistake, I'm willing to bear the responsibility for false accusations and framing. Judge Herman, it's a matter of life and death. I think we'd be better believe it. It's up to you, Judge Kwong. Alright, I'm sorry to ask you all to wait in this courtroom for a while. Guards, lock down all entrances and exits of the courtroom! Alright, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. It's getting very serious. Report. The mixed courtroom has been locked down. No one is allowed to enter or leave without permission. Thank you for your assistance. Alright, Shen knows something that I don't. John, please share your analysis. I'm so scared. I really like Joseph, so I really hope he's not, you know, the mastermind. But I'm also not sure. So from what it sounds like, there's two people we need to figure out. We need to know who the mastermind is, and we need to know who the actual murderer is. So it's a two-parter, I think. Because I don't think they're the same person. Alright, Shen's deduction. The truth behind the murder of Stonewu. The deductions made by Alpha and Miss Wen regarding the murder's modus operandi are reasonable. It is true that I retrieved the pistol from locker 212. Previously, as a suspect, my testimony was not accepted. Now, you should be able to believe someone is using the police arrest operation to frame me. As the arrest is confidential, the framing can succeed only if two major prerequisites are met. First, the framer has insider information on the theft case and used it to facilitate the arrest. Second, the framer had the opportunity to hide the gun in the theater locker. This is the part that made me sus of Sergeant Singh. I hope it's not Officer Wu, because Officer Wu is very nice. The person with the information on the theft and the chance to hide the gun appears to be... I don't think it's Officer Lee. He hasn't really said anything sus. And I don't think it's Officer Wu because Officer Singh supposedly said that he checked every single locker. But then how did the gun get missed? Went to the theater alone. Okay. Going with my gut. The person who meets both conditions is none other than Sergeant Singh. I knew you would try to pin the blame on me. Are you saying that when Officer Wu testified, you realized you had been exposed? On the night of the case, we received orders together at the Lyceum Theater at 7:15 p.m. That's true. Officer Wu wouldn't have known otherwise. It was only at this scene that we learned Sergeant Singh received a tip-off. Oh, I forgot about that part. I just remember Sergeant Singh was supposedly the one that searched all lockers. Before the operation, Sergeant Singh had already checked those lockers. They were all empty. This is the part that I remember. How did he miss the gun? You put the gun in the locker when you were, quote-unquote, checking them, didn't you? Hey, so you think this clumsy ploy can deceive me? You're just seeking revenge on me. Sergeant Singh, the secret arrest operation should be known only to you and the police involved. And you were the only one who went to the theater alone. If it wasn't you who put the gun in, then who else could it be? The operation was solely to track down that sly thief. I arranged the operation only after receiving the tip-off. Sergeant Singh, can you show us the tip-off? ... He's silent. He's thinking. Give the guilty a minute to compose their story. There's no harm in showing it to you. Shanghai Phantom will transfer stolen goods through Lyceum Theater's locker at 8:30 p.m. September 15th. Hang on. There were other letters too. There were other tip-off letters. Among numerous discarded tip-off letters, these two predict that the Shanghai Phantom will commit a theft on September 14th. Okay, let's see. The tip-off is not signed and the letter on it looks like they were cut out from a newspaper. The style of this note is identical to the other two notes SHEN received. I wonder where this tip-off came from. That's confidential, why should I tell you? The person who provided the tip-off is likely the one who killed Mr. Wu and framed Mr. Shen. Don't you want to capture them? Sergeant Singh, I'm not saying you're sus, but you're pretty sus right now. Sergeant Singh, please disclose the source of the tip-off. As a prosecutor, I have the authority to know this information. Alright. It was an anonymous letter received in the reward mailbox. Is that all? I swear by the Guru what I said is true. It's because the murder was too cunning. They misled us with a false tip-off. May I ask Sergeant Singh, how many arrest operations were organized on the evening of the 14th? It was only one, of course. This is getting straight. Yeah, I agree. There were several tip-offs. Since the letters in the reward mailbox triggered the arrest, why didn't this piece of evidence? We found 2 more letters. I remember Officer Wu mentioned something about clues regarding the reward for the theft case. After the reward was announced, reports flooded in like snowflakes. Poor Officer Wu. Working overtime. Most of them were hearsay and baseless rumors, adding more confusion to the investigation. I have also seen a few letters that predicted the activities of the thief on September 14th. May I ask Sergeant Singh, what is so special about this letter? So that among so many leads, only this one triggered the arrest operation. Well, what? Alright, give the guilty some more time to think up a story. Muto, isn't he sus? Isn't he so sus? I've been serving as a soldier for many years. Naturally, I have my own judgment, but you can't contextualize it? How did you make your specific judgment? Reward letters usually include an address, as the informant's goal is to claim the reward. But this letter didn't leave anything. Experience and intuition told me that this information might be true, so I arranged the arrest. Yeah, Muto, see? See, he's doing his best, though. He's doing his best to stay afloat, but don't worry, we will drown him. It's not unreasonable for Sergeant Singh to take action based on experience. Judge Kwong, how very naive of you! I'm afraid I've been manipulated by the murderer. I mean, you've been manipulated by someone. Mr. Shen, do you have anyone else to accuse? Please hurry. Judge Kwong, the letter is new evidence. I need to examine it more carefully. Alright. Let's put our forensic hat on. Sergeant Singh's reason seems to make a little sense. Are you still suspicious of him? He's so sus, Afu! Do you not see the red hat? The red flag on top of his red hat? It's not that simple. I agree. Let's see if we can find some clues from the letter. The synopsis on the 2 notes you received look very similar. The letters on them were all cut from elsewhere and then pasted together. In It is highly likely the work of the same person. The paper used for printing is thin and rough, like newspaper. Let me smell. This ink smell is undoubtedly from a newspaper. Alf was also a dog on top of being an assistant. This is common stationery easily found anywhere. Okay, we can rotate it. What's on the back? Shen, it seems like the other words on the back of the letter, but it's not very clear. Try holding it up to the light. Oh. They're indeed words. Too messy, it's difficult to distinguish. Can we find a way to remove the paper fragments? Alpha's gonna heat it up with the fire to melt the adhesive because he just has that on hand, ready to go. Yeah, everyone carry a candle in 1920. Common things to have in your pocket. We sin. Oh, it's Koshi. What is about me? Don't speak without thinking. I feel I've seen these words somewhere. It should be Olympiad, as I know London's currently hosting the games of the 4th Olympiad. Alright, so this occurred many years ago during Olympic season. Prison. Let's skip this word. It's okay, let's keep looking. These paper fragments were all cut from newspapers. We're currently looking at the backs of the newspaper content. Okay. There's a 4. Roman numeral 4, not very common, should refer to the game of the 4th Olympiad. Will we send a team to participate someday? Like you wouldn't believe. Alpha, like you wouldn't believe. Lupin, in that case, the Shanghai Phantom actually has some similarities to Lupin. There's a picture on the back of the paper fragment that looks like a hat. And there are 3 partial words, each only half. It looks like the words holding a gun. This hat, the more I look at it, the more familiar. It's Shen's hat. This is from the newspaper that came out like 2 days ago. A day ago. It's taking a while. That's just how the game is rolling. Han Yang, why would Han Yang be mentioned suddenly? Is this your reporter? Oh yeah, she wrote an article about the pattern on the back of the Lyceum Theater. It's your hat. Could it be that person writing anonymous letters trying to imply something? Are there any traces of processing or touch-ups on these paper fragments? No, they're all ink printed. Do you remember which newspaper had published my photos? Yes. This one right here, written by Toby. I remember now, it's that article. Detective Shen Chuping arrested last night. Why broke into the theater holding a gun? Are you telling me this note was made by a newspaper that came out the day after? The answer is quite obvious then. Sergeant Singh, the anonymous letter you presented is forged. How dare you say that? Huh. The paper fragments on the anonymous letter were cut from a newspaper. This fragment is special. On its back is a drawing of Shen's hat with the words holding a gun. It comes from an article of Shanghai News on September 15th. Detective Shen Chuping arrested last night. Why broke into the theater holding a gun? If the anonymous letter was not fabricated afterwards, how could there be news of Shen's arrest on the back of the paper fragment? Ooh, caught him red-handed! The news press? The person who wrote the anonymous letter is from the news press. Shanghai News is a daily newspaper, printed and sold on the same day. Even the newspaper editors cannot obtain the newspaper a day in advance. Oh, because the crime hasn't happened yet, bro! Sergeant Sing, please! Sing, did you kill Stone Wu? Alright, he's thinking up another lie, guys. He's thinking up another lie. You're not saying anything, so that means you're admitting it, right? Sergeant Singh, we don't know each other, having briefly met the afternoon in the store. You wouldn't unjustly frame me unless someone instigated you to do so. No, that's not true. No one instructed me. Oh, the stuttering is not a red flag at all, Sergeant Singh. Then why did you set Shen up? He's still trying to think of a lie. His brain is working overtime for the first time in like 2 years. He admits it? It was me. I did it all. Silence! Sergeant Singh, why did you kill Stone Wu? He had evidence against me. He threatened me many times, so I killed him to silence him. Then why did you frame Mr. Shen? Because he was a perfect scapegoat and he happened to cross paths with me. That's awfully convenient. That does make sense. Judge Kwon? Judge Kwon. I don't believe in coincidences. What does Judge Herman think? Since Sergeant Singh has already confessed, let the police take custody of him. This case has had its twists and turns, but the truth will finally come to light. Yeah, that's still not the truth. One too many consequences, my dear judge. Do you have anything to add? Sergeant Singh framed and set me up, but he's not the murderer of Stone Wu. I've already confessed, what else do you want? According to Ms. Wen and office deductions on the modus operandi, Sergeant Singh had a concrete alibi. He couldn't have been at the store committing murder. That is also true because he was arresting Shen. This can't be possible. Sergeant Singh's alibi. I think I've heard the police officers mention it. Because the shooting case? Sergeant Singh led the team himself. Nobody was always leave police station. Exactly. But if Sergeant Singh is not the murderer, then who could it be? The murderer is familiar with the store, knows about the salon where Stonewood hid the gun. Oh. Geographic Bloodhound! I do not need AI viewers. You're interrupting me. I'm in the middle of a murder case. Please go away. More importantly, when I saw this person again, there was an additional mark on their body. Oh, it was from during the commitment of the crime. Familiar with the foreign goods store with a distinctive mark on the body, could it be? Everyone knows something that I don't know. And now I'm lost. Traces of using frozen fish. Traces of using frozen fish? Who has traces of using frozen fish? Huh? Well, we know it's not him. Well, it can't be Mr. Ginger. I'm a little bit confused. Hang on. Okay, it's a person, so it's not a cat. Additional marks on their body. Additional marks on their body. Everyone knows something that I don't! Murder familiar. Okay, so they have to be familiar with the goods store in Stonewu. It would have to either be the assistant Ting Xiang or the lady who writes the column. I'm gonna go with the assistant because I don't know. Shen, I figured out it's actually Ting Xiang who is the true culprit. That's right. The person who killed Songwu is Ting Xiang, the assistant of the store. How could it be her? Ting Xiang, please come to the court. I'm sorry for causing trouble. I was just curious about what the trial would be like. Alright. Ting Xiang, do you have anything to say regarding Mr. Shen's accusations? Mr. Shen is right. It's all my fault. I don't think this is what she meant. The boss must have been killed because of me being hired. Huh? I often messed things up and made him unhappy. I'm just a cursed person, always bringing misfortune to others. I don't think this is what they meant. But I feel like she's misdirecting. If I hadn't taken the job at the foreign goods store, the boss, this wouldn't have happened. Mr. Shen, are you sure Ting Xiang is the murderer? She appears to be timid and harmless. Ting Xiang, there's something I'm curious about. I heard you were there for the initial investigation to help the police with the inventory. But the police officers didn't discover the cellar in the study. Did Mr. Wu ever mention it to you? I don't know. I've only been at the foreign goods store for a short time, still adjusting to everything. It's all my fault. I didn't work hard enough. I could have gained more trust from the boss. Sus? Maybe he would have told me important things. Mr. Shen, do you have evidence to prove that Ting Xiang is the culprit? Afu, did you notice? There is a mark on Ting Xiang's body, which was made during the crime. We talked about her wrist injuries? Oh, circular pink scar, swollen skin, and blister on both wrists, indicating early frostbite. Alright, if it's frostbite, we're going with it. Ting Xiang, if you didn't know whether there was a cellar in the study, then how do you explain the frostbite on your wrist? There is indeed a frostbite mark on Ting Xiang's wrist. I don't know what the difference between frostbite and usual injury is, so I'm gonna go with their deduction on this. Could it be that she, like Mr. Ginger, came into contact with dry ice? It's September. The weather is still warm. If it's not from contact with dry ice, how could Ting Xiang have frostbite on her wrist? I wonder what dry ice is. Oh, just Kwa! Let Afu give you a chemistry lesson. It's solidified carbon dioxide used mainly for preservation in carbonated drinks, rarely found. Dry ice is extremely cold and can cause frostbite when it comes to contact with skin. Handle with gloves, handle with care. Do not ingest. A few days ago, while helping my boss move fish, I actually came into contact with dry ice. The appearance of frostbite wounds varies in different stages of the healing process. I mean that morning when Mr. Shen and you came? No need to lie anymore, Ting Xiang. Ting Xiang, please take care of Miss Li. Okay. When we visited, there were no injuries on your hand. Not only did I see it, Officer Wu, Miss Li, and Afu can all testify to it. Then you're indeed correct. At that time, Ting Xiang had no injuries on her hand. She's silent. At this stage, are you still unwilling to discard the disguise? Oh, she's the thief! It seems that this introverted persona is truly unsuitable for the courtroom. Oh, she's showing her true color! Miss Dolly, is that you? When did you figure it out? The afternoon at the store, I noticed the calluses between your right thumb and index finger. It is a typical sign of prolonged use of firearms. You're indeed interesting. No wonder you have such a great reputation. I made a mistake earlier.
可惜
Unfortunately, at that time, I just found it strange, but I wasn't truly alarmed.
直到我发现
Until I discovered you came to the courtroom in disguise, I fully confirmed my suspicions. Huh? What suspicions?
你是受托
You were hired to kill and your purpose was to silence. So, Mr. Shen, what do you think? Why did I come here?
得手之后
You could have escaped, but instead you risked it all by showing up at the trial for one reason.
你的任务还没
Your mission is not yet finished. How I want to open and see that clever brain of yours. Oh damn, she's a Yangtze. Guards, quickly arrest her.
大人且慢
Wait, Judge, I still have questions for her. Mr. Shen, I know what you want to ask. However, I only speak the truth to the dead.
如果我没
If
猜
I'm not mistaken, all of this is to cover up the truth of my brother's murder. Oh my. What have you discovered during this time?
你到底
Joseph! Sounds like you're not the bad guy. But I'm going to keep my guard up until the last
你
minute.
认为当年案
What do
件
you
的真
think
相
is the truth of the case from years ago? Are we gonna have a schizophrenia Fight Club moment? Not sure. We're loading. That's what we are. We're loading. 4 days ago in the police station's prison cell. Oh. The inventory has been switched to evidence the stabbing case.
沈先生吃饭了
Mr. Shen, it's time to eat. Hello, Officer Wu.
谢谢武勋
Thank you. Officer Wu, just put it on the ground.
好
Okay, I will collect it later. Alright. Shen's deep in thought.
何必装出一副
Ooh! Fight Club moment, Fight Club moment. My favorite part of the game. But bother pretending to be diligently investigating the case. You know very well that after Stonewood's death, all the previous efforts have been in vain.
我说过
I've said it. This is none of your business.
你浪费了3
You
年
wasted 3 years of your time, and now you've even landed yourself in prison.
却还在自
Yet you're still being stubborn.
Face reality.
Face reality, John.
The one who killed
The one
your
who kills your brother was himself.
himself.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
Young man, I'll say this one last time.
Alright, Sergeant Gaunt.
Your brother has recent bruising on the fingertips.
Sounds like he fought someone.
Similarly, there are fresh scratches on the chair legs where he was sitting.
Yeah, it sounds like he was fighting to escape.
This indicates that
It's that
he was still conscious shortly
conscious.
before his death.
Yeah, trying to escape.
But even with your suggested method, a conscious person awaiting death from a falling dagger
He couldn't move, Sergeant Gaunt.
should still be considered a suicide.
We had the coroner re-examine the body, and there
There were no signs of localized
localized
anesthesia. What if it's not localized with his full body?
We speculate your brother held the dagger through his shirt.
Why? Why would he do that?
Were left.
You know, when people commit suicide, they don't exactly think about how to make it not look like a suicide.
My parents passed away early. My brother.
Jen's brother is so good looking. It's too bad he RIP'd.
I know he was incredibly resilient. No matter
Yeah.
the challenges.
It just makes no sense. Like, why would you wipe your own fingerprints off the murder weapon if you're gonna commit suicide?
John, I understand your feelings.
Do you really, Officer Jones? Do you really?
Everyone's done their best, be it you or us.
Sometimes the best is not enough, Officer Jones.
Please sign here.
I don't know if he signed or not.
Sign it. The body's preservation period is up. He will be cleared from the cold storage tomorrow.
Well, damn, Sergeant Gaunt.
Aye. Sign away, John. It's time to look forward.
后来
Later, you were forced to sign the document,
但也按下
but
决
you were
心
also
找到
determined to
凶手
find the murderer.
此后3年
Over the next 3 years, you traveled between China and UK, gathering every possible clue. You thoroughly investigated every person mentioned in the case files and anyone related to them. Damn, he looks so hot here. You even formulated detailed revenge plans for each person as if they were all criminals. He was such a Joseph as was I. The information you collected has filled the entire room, becoming too much to carry around. So you memorize all the details and cross-reference them in your mind. And all of this has exceeded the limits of what your brain can process. Mr. Shen, listen to me. Strongest crossbows can pierce what? Oh, this is just flashbacks. 3 years of hard work and yet no results. Have you ever considered that what you're trying to prove might be fundamentally wrong? I know. Oldest doctor said that you would never be able to speak again. Oh yeah, this is when Brian fixed Shen. No, you're the one oversimplifying the issue. Brian's murder scene matched the depiction in Death Under the Caisson. It can't be a coincidence. It's a case of copycat crime. The murderer is someone who knows the content of the novel. Since you hit a one still refers to turn back. You don't even know who Sinosura is, and yet you want to find other people. How could I not know Sinosura is? Stonewu? I have no clue with writing a novel. Stonewu indeed doesn't seem like someone who would write novels. Then who do you think Sinosura is? Your intuition is clear on revival. Think it over again. Oh man. My intuition tells me that Brian is the author of Death Under the Caisson. Did you become detective solely based on intuition? Why would I think that way? What evidence suggests the book was written by Brian? The paper written in English. Oh, where's that photograph that we found? Both what Stonewu said and the photo indicate Brian has been to the Wu family's ancestral hall. It's my family's ancestral hall. How did you know that? I see. Stonewu is the copycat. He used Brian's book to murder him, but that's crazy! Must be Brian who told you. The Sinosura, inspired by the Caisson, the whole wrote Death Under the Caisson. Sinosura at heaven's very heart. Sinosura is the North Star. How could I not have thought of that? We've been very busy. Sinosura is the star that remained fixed in the sky, always staying at the northern celestial pole. No matter how far away from home, as long as you find Sinosura, you can find the way back home. If Brian is Sinosura, you know what it implies. The murder is an acquaintance of Brian. In London, this person is not only familiar with life, but also familiar with this novel. You investigate everyone he knows. Does such a person exist? There aren't many acquaintances of Brian in London. They all have solid alibis. You know what that implies. The murderer is an avid reader of Death Under the Caisson. Only such a person would attempt to recreate the murder method depicted in the story. But the book has not been publicly published. There's no indication that this novel has been circulated in London. You know what that implies? The murderer is a casual reader? Could it be that the murderer stumbled upon the novel by chance? Did he develop hostility towards Brian due to a certain plot in the novel? But if the novel has never been published, where did this hostility come from? Are you more inclined to waste time on these far-fetched assumptions, rather than confront the real answer? A real answer? You already knew the answer. Oh. Wait. I can't choose any of these. Oh, I have to hold down. I have to hold this down. This is really cool, but I'm very confused. The fact that they made this using Live 2D is insane. You're right there, Shen. I understand now. The question has never been whether or not, but rather why. Let's find the truth together. Oh, we're speaking with the ghost of our brother now. Shit's getting real. Shit's getting real. All objects and all images settle in different locations sequentially. Alright. I'm very confused. How does this work? Okay. What was the hint? Telegraph machine and alarm telegram can be connected to form a new inference. Okay, hang on. Bodies controlled on paper written in English. So we know this is connected because this brings up another... I don't know how to play with how to do this. Alright, Brian really chose suicide. Why did he set up a scene like the locked room and death under the Kaisan? Why mimic the method of killing himself as described in the novel? The previous deductions, some clues have not been fully explained. I need to rethink the connection between these clues and find the answer. The missing book. I don't really know how this works. I'm very confused. I don't feel like enough instructions have been given to me. I don't understand how this part works. Am I supposed to link them up? What am I supposed to do? Huh? Telegram machine bodies coming on paper and can be connected to form a new inference. And nothing happens when I do. I don't get it. Okay. I have to use the keyboard. This research paper about brucine was found on Stonewall's desk. The paper mentions a new drug called brucine can be extracted from the Nux vomica plant. Auntie Vu believed Brian's occurrence of acetotonus is due to strychnine poisoning. The toxicology test showed that there was no strychnine residue in Brian's body. A new drug called brucine is likely responsible for causing acetotonusis in Brian's body. Alright. I have to use keyboard and mouse and keyboard for this to work. On the day of the murder, someone did use the telegraph machine, but not to retrieve the key. Since Brian set up the trap in the room, perhaps he also sent the alarm telegram. So is this suicide by proxy? Okay, method in the novel. The missing book. They're not connected. Alright. I don't know how these are connected, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. It took 15 minutes from Kensington police station to murder scene by car. The police arrived at the murder scene almost immediately after Brian's death. Oh no, this is going exactly where I think it's going. Oh no, I'm so sad. I was hoping this wouldn't be it. Like that. Body being... Brian arranged the mechanism and sent the telegram right before his death. Clearly, he wanted the police to be the first one to discover his death scene. There must be some special motive behind this. Okay, let's connect this to the district map. Normally, this case is to be handled by Westminster police stations closer to the scene. Due to the receipt of the alarm telegram, Kensington police station became involved in the case. Is this the purpose behind Brian's decision to go further away for help? Must be for this person. It's for Joseph, obviously. Brian's friend Joseph serving as sergeant at Kensington police station. Brian sent the telegraph to him. Okay. Missing book. Okay, maybe this is connected to his poison. Just commit suicide. Yeah, we can't connect to anything that's already being chosen. Okay. It is evident that Brian had already become aware of being poisoned and closely watched. This is what prompted him to choose suicide. Brian's desperation connected to Joseph. He realized he couldn't escape the fate of death, so he left some clues at the scene for Joseph. He must have been very desperate at that moment. He had no choice but to be cautious everyone. He had to convey the message in a secretive manner. Missing book? Okay. Method in the novel. Brian wouldn't do anything meaningless before his death. His suicide by imitation, the methods in Death Under the Caisson must be related to his purpose. This is very likely his means of conveying his message. But why was he so certain that Joseph would be able to understand his intention? Oh, the missing book. Brian, welcome back to the Conan Doyle Club. Enjoy the return. If both members of the Conan Doyle book club, it is highly likely that Brian showed Joseph Death Under the Caisson before. The missing book is likely the manuscript of Death Under the Caisson. Joseph took it with him. There, Brian must have left his death note inside. Alright, we've unraveled the web. I don't know what that means. In the case years ago, my brother indeed set up the mechanism and stabbed himself in the chest. Finally accepted the truth. How could this happen? Even so, that case left behind many mysteries. Among them, the one that puzzles me the most. Joseph, you clearly know better than me the connection between the crime scene and that novel. Oh no! My worst fear has came to life! Well, a new trial already? You're telling me we beat the allegations? We did! We did. We're wrapping up the game, I think. We just gotta figure out the truth of Shen's brother. Why did you hide it from me? In the book you took from the scene, there's something my brother left for you, right? We're still fighting? I'm bringing my popcorn? Kind of! My brother sent a telegram to Kensington Department before he died, for you as his best friend. It was to ensure that you could enter the scene as soon as possible. Joseph, are you still planning to keep it a secret? In fact, it was Brian's intention to keep it from you. Huh? I met Brian at the Conan Doyle book club. He loved Conan Doyle's novels and even attempted to write his own, which resulted in the Caisson novel. This notebook contains all of his manuscripts, and Brian only showed them to me. We're about to find out the truth behind his brother's death, Shen's brother's death. Death Under the Caisson is my favorite piece. We even recreated the trick mentioned in the book in his study. Unexpectedly, in the end, he reminded me to read the notebook in such a way. What else is in the notebook? Besides the novel manuscript, there's also a research report on cocaine tucked in the notebook. Joseph handed the notebook to Shen Chuping. Shen, I think I've heard you mention the name croc before. That is a plant. My brother had learned about cocaine from an article by Freud and studied for many years. I bet this is related to my joke about cocaine being Coca-Cola. According to the research report, he discovered a new drug, cocaine, from the croc plant. He wanted to develop an opium cessation drug to suppress withdrawal symptoms after opium addiction. Unfortunately, this research did not ultimately succeed. Is it because the new drug cannot effectively suppress opium addiction? On the contrary, patients quickly get rid of their dependence on opium after using the new drug. But, without exception, they develop a strong craving for the new drug! Guys, I didn't know that my joke about cocaine being in cola and being addicting is actually relevant to the plot! Are you saying that after years of studying cocaine, instead of developing a quit smoking medication, you end up with a more potent drug than opium? Oh, Shen, if you only know! If you only know! In the year 2026, we still can't beat cocaine! From the research materials left by Brian, it appears to be the case. So everything my brother did was to entrust these documents to you. I think, yes. I'm getting more confused. If Brian just wanted to hand over the document to Mr. Joseph, why did he commit suicide? He did this. Oh, Doctor, I'm sorry. What's about? is going to take care of this.
老贝尔，
You familiar with what happened back then? Brian's research project was funded by me. The tragedy 3 years ago, I still find it regrettable to this day.
来人，
Okay. Alright, we're gonna let Mr. Bao speak on a testimony. When Joseph introduced Brian to me, his research was under the suppression of the Sassoon family.
沙逊家族
The Sassoon family, the Jewish tycoon that prospered from the opium trade?
没错，
Exactly. At that time, Brian faced numerous difficulties, almost being forced to draw. Well, damn! I can't believe they made an extra hot portrait of Brian, of Shen's brother, for this flashback.
我抱着试一试的心态，
I funded him with a supportive mindset, and unexpectedly, his research soon yielded results.
在正式合作
A year later, he successfully crafted the initial version of the opium cessation drug. Regrettably, in clinical trials, the drug demonstrated a significant risk of addiction.
一位患者死
A patient who self-administered a large dose became highly agitated and succumbed to arrhythmia. Don't do coke, kids. Let this horrific art on the screen be a cautionary tale to you all. Do not do coke.
这让伯安非常
This incident left Brian profoundly remorseful and plunged him into deep confusion.
在后续的研究
In
中
subsequent research, Brian consistently tried to decrease the amount of cocaine in the drug. You have to respect the dead. Give me the most stripping or you can't. Hashtag Arlo. Finally, he successfully formulated a reagent capable of eliminating fatigue and uplifting mood. But with prolonged observation, subjects still tendencies towards drug abuse and addiction. Shortly afterwards, tragedy struck again. Another patient who took the drug had strong hallucinations and ignited a fire in the hospital. Don't do drugs, kid! Especially not cocaine! This devastating fire became the final straw that broke Brian's mental state. The reason Brian chose to deliver the information to Joseph in an extreme way was to have Joseph halt the development of the opium cessation drug. But actually, he could have approached me directly to convey his concerns.
3年前
No wonder 3 years ago, Watson Pharmacy ceased all operations related to opium cessation drugs. They made something else instead, though, Wen.
这样的事，
Is it necessary to keep such a thing from me? Brian wanted to develop opium cessation drugs, but ended up creating a neo-addictive substance. That's why he didn't want you to know about it. Joseph knows something. We have wasted too much time on Mr. Shen's personal affairs. Now that the facts are clear, we should shift our focus back to the current case. Mr. Shen, do you intend to pursue your brother's case?
继续追究你哥哥的案件吗？
I don't know about you, Judge Quan, but let's see. C17 H21 NO4. It's not letting me look at our current evidence. Is it? I'm pretty sure they're getting at the crocus and cola water. That's why everyone has to be killed. That's why everyone's basically dying. Anyone who has seen the cola water formula. Oh, I wish I can look at the old. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the bottom of things. I know it's not the truth.
哥哥以救自尽，
If Brian took his own life out of guilt, it still doesn't explain the existence of this fact. The unusual condition of Brian's body which shouldn't be self-inflicted. Okay. I don't know what we're trying to prove, so I'm gonna save real quick. Because I played Ace Attorney before, and I know what happens if you're not careful in the final stretch. That's his notebook I was taken away. Okay, this is the anonymous telegram. Candles. Cylinder. And burnt scraps of paper. Monitoring your house and had informed Brian. Couple classmates. Map of the police stations. The conclusion that he took his own life out of guilt cannot explain the contortion of his body. The coroners that I consulted all said this is typical symptom of nux vomica poisoning. But the strychnine test came back negative. The obstetritis should be caused by other reasons. He was poisoned by brucine. This paper shows that besides strychnine, nux vomica can extract a substance called brucine. Brucine, I'm pretty sure is Botox, isn't it? Or maybe it's not, I don't know. I'm not a chemist. As weaker toxicity, slower onset of poisoning reaction is less detectable. There is such a drug. My brother's suicide is not due to any psychological issues, but a desperate act upon realizing he had been deadly poisoned. So who do you think poisoned him? The cobra who poisoned Brian hired Tingshan to kill Stonewu is none other than... Oh. Joseph, I'm sorry! All the clues point to the same person. Mr. Bell, you're the mastermind behind both cases. Guys, I know I made a joke about Ezra and Von Karma, but this is really turning out to be an Ezra and Von Karma moment. Mr. Shen, are you accusing Mr. Bell of murder now? I am. John, what made you misunderstand me? I'm not misunderstanding you. Stonewu sold a patent to the Watson Group at a high price before leaving London. And the author of Exploring Methods for Extracting Brucine from Nux Vomica is Stonewu. I'm sure he sold the extraction method of brucine to you. Reasonable association. Oh, Bell, aren't you planning to defend yourself again? I can't even read it because he's reading it better with so much pomp and flair. I'm convinced against his will. Same pin still. John, you're just temporarily blinded by hatred. No, I know why. It's because of the cocaine. I told you, it's all Big Pharma. Red flag Big Pharma. Do you have evidence to support your claim that Mr. Bell poisoned your brother? My brother's time of death was on August 15, 3 years ago, between 2 and 2:28 p.m. His body was discovered in obstetrinosis with a twisted and eerie facial expression. The blood-stained scratches on the chair legs indicated he had just experienced unimaginable pain. Clearly, my brother exhibited symptoms of the late stage of brucine poisoning before his death. Brucine ingestion usually leads to death within 4 to 5 hours. Considering the timeline, this evidence suggests that Mr. Bell is a murder suspect. Oh. Everyone knows things that I don't. But I'm gonna try and figure it out. This is at 2:05. Wait, what were we saying? I know the plot thickens, Muto! Let's see. Between 2 to 2:28. Okay, I'm going with the telegram that was sent. Because it was sent at 2:05. YOLO! No, that's not it. Okay. Let's save first. In case I mess up some more. Okay. Just a medication proven effective in small trials. Congratulations. Not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Drug development challenging path. Keep going. Believe in success ways. Optimism need assistance offer anytime. Stay positive. Office meeting tomorrow 9 a.m. Two to 3. So YOLO! Alright, these telegrams can prove it. Alpha submitted decrypted content of the telegram to the court. I don't understand. These seem like ordinary communications. How do they prove that Mr. Bell poisoned anyone? Which telegram specifically incrimines Mr. Bell? This is August 5th, August 10th, August 10th, August 13th. This one. As Mr. Bell himself mentioned, time will prove the answer. On the morning of August 15th, my brother went to Mr. Bell's office. Around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, he exhibited symptoms of opisthotonos. I don't know how to speak that word. The interval between the two events is exactly 5 hours. My guilt is presumed. Wow, innocence a mere shadow. Mr. Bell is far better at this than Sergeant Singh is. Joseph, why don't you try talking to John, persuading him? Joseph is so sad right now. In fact, this evidence lacks sufficient strength. As you just mentioned, the time from poisoning to death is 4 to 5 hours. During the period from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Brennan had contact with many other people. You and Officer John investigated all his movements, and you questioned everyone who saw him. You know better than anyone he had only had coffee at Mr. Bell's on that day and nothing else.
At 9 a.m. that morning,
oh, yeah, that's right.
Arranged to meet Brian for coffee to talk his recent
coffee. Unfortunately, the known eyewitness don't cover the entire period. It's also challenging to confirm whether Brian had consumed any food or water at home. That's quite a convenient excuse. Even if someone did poison his food or water, it's hard to verify at this point. That is true. This case is quite complex and requires further investigation. Mr. Bell, may I trouble you to go to the police station? Joseph has raised a reasonable suspicion. Until this question is resolved, I don't believe it is necessary to trouble Mr. Bell further. Mr. Shen, do you have any evidence to respond to Prosecutor Bell's suspicion? Shen is thinking. Shen is in trouble. Koshing, we need to help him. I'm not familiar with the case 3 years ago, but in Mr. Bell's previous statement, I noticed a certain inconsistency. And let's say it. While I'm unsure if Judge Herman's reasonable suspicion holds, I can't help but wonder. Why did Mr. Bell lie in his previous statement? Lie? I wonder which of my words less miswent to misunderstand. Misunderstandings? Your words clearly contradicts this evidence. Alright. Find the inconsistent statement with this evidence. Alright, here we go! At that time, his research was under suppression of the Sassoon family and funded his research. He successfully created a new opium cessation drug, however, it is highly addictive. A patient took a large dose and succumbed to arrhythmia. Brian felt very guilty and became lost. He tried to improve the drug, subject still showed tendencies towards drug abuse and addiction. The fire in the hospital became the final straw that broke Brian's mental state. He trusted Joseph to stop developing the drug by killing himself. Alright, let's take a look at the evidence we have on hand. This is the cocaine. This is paper about the brucine. Oh, the hospital fire happened on August 16th. Which happened after my brother's suicide, which was on August 15th. Alright, here we go. Newspapers are so important in this game! Mr. Bell, the fire you mentioned earlier, did it occur at St. Mary's Hospital? I think yes. That's strange. The fire clearly occurred on the night of August 15th, after Brian Shen's death. Why did you say it broke Brian's mental state? Or maybe Brian never thought of giving up his life and the so-called suicidal tendencies, but just lies you fabricated. Seems that as time passes, even memories are beginning to play hide and seek with me. Damn! He's a much smoother liar than Sergeant Singh is. Mr. Bell simply made a mistake about the time, which does not constitute as a full statement. Miss Wen's viewpoint is irrelevant to the issue, and I object. Judge Herman, comes to the reason for Brian Shen's suicide. Is it the same as poisoning someone because simply misremembers the time? Mr. Shen, do you have any other evidence regarding the poisoning accusation? Not at the moment. Since there's no other evidence, I have to reject your request. Very sus. He's so sus. Even though we lack evidence linking Mr. Bell to the case 3 years ago, there's evidence suggesting his relation to Stonewall's case. Oh, here we go! Here we go! The moment I've been waiting for. I'm about to prove what's in your cola water. I believe Mr. Bell poisoned my brother is the mastermind behind Stonewall's murder. There's a deeper connection between these two cases. You are more familiar with Stonewall's case. Please help me find clues together. Oh. Alright, hang on. Let me take a look-see. I've been waiting for this. C17H21NO4. C17H21NO4! Alright, I know where we're going. Please present evidence shows the connection between Mr. Bao and the Stonewall's case. Like you wouldn't believe. Actually, the evidence had been in Sergeant Singh's hands all along. Don't frame me. Among the evidence seized by the police, there's a photo that Shen took from Wu's study. By chance, I discovered that there was a note tucked inside the photo frame. Carbon dioxide, H2O. Flavoring, sugar, plus what's this? An addictive drug by chance? 100 grams of water, 200 grams of sugar, 100 grams of dry ice, 4.8 grams of citric acid. If I'm not mistaken, this note is the missing formula for Watson Group's cola water. It's also what you've been instructed to find all along. How could this be? Please. Sergeant Singh. I watched every season of CSI. I played 4 entire trilogies of Ace Attorney. I've watched over 1,000 episodes of Detective Conan. You think this could confuse me? Please, you think I would have made the connection? This formula doesn't belong to Watson Group. It should be fairly easy to authenticate whether or not it's your formula. We can just make it. Oh, it's not meet the standard of evidence? But I haven't said anything yet. Since the formula was found in Stonewall's study, it should be assumed belong to Stonewu, unless there's clear evidence to the contrary. Judge Herman, it sounds like, you're awfully invested in this case. Mayhaps you have stock in the Watson and Big Pharma in Watson Pharmacy Group? There should be evidence that can prove the connection between formula and Mr. Bell. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. Like you wouldn't believe. Like you wouldn't believe. Just by carefully examining the content of the formula, you would notice. The ingredient of the cola water includes cocaine. Cocaine is a new drug developed by Brian, only mentioned in his notes. And then with the truth nuke now! Exactly, I'm going in, Brian, I'm going in! It can be said that the chemical structure of this drug is almost unknown to anyone. Except for Mr. Bao, who was involved in drug development, and Mr. Joseph, who holds the notes. And they are both connected to the Watson group. That's right. Judge Herman! You must be new with this. It is clearly stated in my brother's note that cocaine is highly addictive. Even in small doses, it is no exception. This is the true secret behind the success of Watson Cola Water. It's also the fundamental motive for Sir Bao's murder and cover-up. That's an interesting speculation. Oh yeah? Your argument still doesn't explain why the formula for Watson Group's Cola Water ended up in Stoneman's study. The theft of the formula for Watson Cola Water by Shanghai Phantom is widely known in news. In the previous trial, the police clearly stated Shanghai Phantom has a close link with Stone Wu. Therefore, it is reasonable that Stone Wu possessed the stolen formula from Shanghai Phantom. For your first time, Judge Herman, being in a courtroom? Herman's the first time he's seen someone leave you speechless.
To you, as always.
It seems that I need to explain why the formula cannot belong to the Watson Group. This is also the true secret of cola water. However, I need a more private environment. To protect the business secrets of Watson Group, this case is transferred to a non-public trial. Please ask unrelated personnel to wait in the lobby outside the courtroom. Watson Group's reason. The true secret of cola water is there's actually no such thing as a secret formula. It's just a marketing strategy. You know? This Watson guy. He's quite good. This is actually not a bad defense. Do you really think that a product can achieve such high success solely based on this formula? It relies on branding and storytelling. The secret formula of the magical beverage is hidden in a priceless slave. What a fascinating story. Who can resist the temptation to explore and satisfy their curiosity by taking a sip? Not bad. It shouldn't be like this. Mr. Shen, what is your intuition about this? My intuition tells me more. Well, me knowing the history of cola, I know that cocaine was once used in cola and was removed because it was addictive. But this wasn't a known fact in the 1920s. If the secret formula is just a marketing gimmick, there'd be no one to publicly admit the formula theft. It would tarnish the product's fame. I agree with that. From what I know, the Watson Group has offered a hefty reward for clues on Shanghai Phantom. They must be genuinely searching for the formula. Let me explain the situation to the two judges. No need to rush. While it may well convince Judge Kwon, Judge Herman was still rejected with various reasons. I agree. What's more troublesome is that we lack solid evidence of Mr. Bao hiring the murderer. Herman talks about procedural justice all along, but he only selects rules that favor Mr. Bell. Perhaps it's because they're in bed together. Figuratively. I don't know if literally. That's speculation. It's impossible to expect him to make a fair judgment unless Mr. Bell admits it himself. Perhaps that's the best option at the moment. Are you suggesting make him admit it himself? Is that even possible? Mr. Bao obviously values his formula, otherwise he wouldn't kill for it. Things that a person cares about often become their weakness. That is also true. Mr. Shen seems to have changed a bit. Mr. Bell, let me confirm again. The so-called secret formula stolen from the Watson Group doesn't actually exist, right? That's correct. Judges, it seems that I made a mistake. Since the formula in the frame is not related to the Watson group, it must belong to my brother. Oh! Damn, that's cold, Shen. I know exactly where he's going with this. How do you deduce that? The chemical structure of cocaine has never been made public, so Stone couldn't have known it. According to Judge Herman's logic, if the formula is found in Brian's photo, we should assume that it belongs to Brian. Am I correct? Which means the formula now belongs to Shane. What do you intend to do with the formula? The formula is a legacy of Mr. Shen's brother. Mr. Shen has full control over it now. Ooh, cold! Why is Mr. Bell so concerned about it? Actually, there's no harm in telling Mr. Bell. I intend to make the formula public. I plan to ask Miss Wen to take care of disclosing the formula. Who you entrusted to is your choice. It's good to hear that from Mr. Bell. I hear Zhang He, Guang He, and Yi Li, the 3 soda factories, are all interested in this formula. Ruji and Suzhou is expanding their business in Southeast Asia and could be a potential partner. I will also send a copy to Jardine Matheson, a shareholder of your Watson group. Considering the lucrative profit in the soda industry, they probably won't refuse. By the way, I plan to publish 2 articles in Shanghai News with these headlines. Detective found the cola water formula while tracking down the Shanghai Phantom. Watson Group strongly denies the presence of new types of opium in cola water. You better think carefully about the consequences of libel. Can you afford to bear them? Formula belongs to Shen. He can give it to whoever he wants.
Old Bell, how about you double check one more?
Judge Herman's like, Mr. Bao, can you double check? My money is in danger. If the formula belongs to the Watson group, I'll order them not to disclose it. Seems Judge Herman knows about this formula all along. Feels like Judge Herman was planted here. Just saying. Admitting the formula belongs to Watson groups means you're suspected in 2 murder cases. If you deny it, then we have the right to disclose the formula. Eventually, you have to drink one of these 2 poison drinks. This is a very common interrogation tactic. You give the person you're trying to find information on only 2 choices, and force them to pick between the 2, and both options are bad. Furthermore, you can't explain why the cocaine that only you know about appears in this formula. He's thinking. The formula is the trade secret of the Watson group, and you're not authorized to disclose it. Joseph! Miss Wen, Mr. Shen, the formula is the property of Watson group. You cannot dispose of it, let alone disclose it. As you wish. Guards, please escort Mr. Bell to police station to assist in the investigation. There, Mr. Bell's not a criminal. He doesn't need to go anywhere. Oh no, the judges are fighting! The judges are fighting! Based on the current situation, Stone's death is most likely linked to the cola water formula. Although Mr. Bell has not been convicted, he does have major suspicions against him. Assisting in the investigation is a necessary process, and I hope Judge Herman cooperates. Your country's judicial process is barbaric, disregarding human rights. Mr. Bell, as a British Empire citizen, has dignity that must be protected. Ooh, this is getting political! Without conclusive evidence, I believe he has no need to undergo any investigation. Ooh, thanks to Judge Herman's reminder. Shen, this is outrageous. We don't have definitive evidence, so it's not surprising that he would say that. This is a deadlock. We have used up all the available evidence, and then they won't let Mr. Bell undergo investigation. Are we expecting evidence to fall from the sky? Perhaps only this person can provide the final breakthrough in the case. The assassin? Joseph? Or Cece? Not Cece. Alright, let's save before I screw up some more. I think it's either the assassin or Joseph. I'm just not sure which. I'm gonna go with Joseph first. I'm gonna go with Joseph. Alright! Mr. Joseph hasn't spoken for a long time. His mood seems to be very bad. Oh man! I feel bad for him! Imagine finding out your dad killed your best friend! Joseph, can I ask you something? What is it? Are these reports and notes everything you took from Brian's apartment? However, there's no mention of me in either the reports or the notes. What do you mean? The document left by my brother don't mention me, which contradicts what you said earlier. Earlier, you said that it was my brother who asked you to keep it from me. But there is no mention of me in any of these materials. I think he must have left something else for you. Joseph. Oh no! Oh no! For the honor of the Bell family, don't say anything that would disappoint me. Oh my god! He's being forced by his dad to keep silent. Joseph, follow your heart. See, I think Cece's addicted. Cece's addicted to the cola.
Said the lion, but that doesn't make me any braver. And as long as I know myself to be a coward, I shall be unhappy.
Yeah, because Joseph is Mr. Lion. Cece, why did you go play with Uncle Wu outside the courtroom? Daddy would join you after work. Officer Wu, thank you. He doesn't want his daughter to be here. John, your deduction is correct. This tissue has Brian's handwriting on it. I've kept it with me all this time. It wasn't until today that I fully understood why Brian chose to write these words on this tissue. And the pain he went through when he wrote them. Promise me you will stop the release of the opium secession drug. Take good care of John. Keep him away from all this. Keep him away from Big Pharma! Because Big Pharma is scary no matter what century you live in. That's how they get him. Cece, step away from that glass table. I think he asked Cece to leave so the assassin lady can't go after her. The tissue is taken from Watson's office and it has the logo of Bell mentioned. This ring is an imprint from a coffee cup, though it's 3 years old, it can still undergo analysis. Wherever there's contact, there will be traces. If your deduction is correct, the imprint should be able to detect remnants of bruising. Why were you not informed? Because your son knows you're a horrible, terrible person and he's been covering for you all this time. How dare you keep this from me? I'm sorry, Watson. This is just not for Cece, it's for myself as well. Imagine letting your dad poison your daughter for so long, unknowingly. For the past 3 years, burying my head in the sand like an ostrich. I'm a fucking prosecutor. Oh damn, he swears! Well, damn.
In my
country,
there are 400 million people. Among them, 8 million smoke opium. Opium was a huge issue. Not just in China, in America as well.
These 8 million people, from the elderly to children, are all deeply...
Everyone's addicted in opium. It was a terrible time. We got rid of opium, but now we have, we have other fun drugs. Like cocaine. And heroin. Yeah, Muto. History is bound to repeat itself over and over again. And families' wealth is scattered. Their lives in ruins. Just another Monday night on the area to stream coke and heroin! Actually, though. The severity of opium addiction and the agony of cessation make it difficult for them to quit. Still a problem in 2026, Brian. Still a problem in 2026.
Is this why you chose to research this niche field?
Well, it's not gonna be niche for much longer.
Yes, sir.
Young man, you are
You're an idealist, but you know nothing about business.
In fact,
Opium persists not just due to addiction, but due to significant vested interests. Huh, Mr. Watson? Sorry, Mr. Bao? Preaching to the choir here. I think Mr. Bao will be quite pleased with what Big Pharma has become. Just look at the prices of drugs that keep people alive every single day. Opium trade benefits while prohibition has no profit. Yeah? Benefits the 1% at the price of the 99% that suffers.
If something cannot
generate profits, it not endure for long. That's what public service is for. Yes, many people have said that.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time.
But
I'm also an idealist. In a different way.
Father,
Are you saying that you're willing to
fund Brian's research?
Man, imagine being Joseph! Thinking you are introducing your best friend to better prospects, only to introduce him to his future murderer.
I believe that what I am funding is for the well-being of humanity.
Until you found a better way to use it.
See?
He told you that you could persuade him. Oh, Joseph, if you only knew.
Mr. Shen, a pleasure to work together.
A pleasure, huh?
Mr. Bell, Joseph, I am grateful beyond...
Poor Brian!
Oh, Mr. Bell, you're also here?
Oh, Brian.
Joseph
mentioned that you're not feeling well.
So I came to check on you.
So I came to check on you.
All 20 patients
From
St.
St.
Mary's
Mary's
experimental
group show
showed
signs of drug
abuse.
Man.
No need to worry about this. As long as the dosage is controlled, there won't be any issues.
There won't be any issues. If you only know. It only gets worse, Mr. Bao.
But patients voluntarily requested dose increases. I'm concerned about the drug's market release.
Poor Brian.
Did
They request opium
during the
previously.
treatment?
Oh, alright. I guess it's not wrong. It's opium cessation. It just gets addicted to something else.
It indicates that the opium cessation medication you developed...
He's playing word games. In the case of the opium cessation medication develops effective because now they're not addicted to opium anymore. They're addicted to cocaine instead. Doesn't matter. They're still addicted to something.
Brian, you truly are a pharmaceutical genius.
Oh. Can't believe they named him Watson.
The moment you've been dreaming of.
The Dr. Watson in Sherlock Holmes would never approve of this.
But the side effects...
He doesn't care about the side effects.
Drug has its side effects.
He only cares about the money.
We can further develop new drugs to help people overcome these side effects.
Oh, yeah, let's invent heroin now. You know, once people get addicted to heroin, they won't want cocaine anymore.
Mr. Bell, we cannot launch a drug when we know it has addictive properties.
It just becomes the second opium. But he doesn't care. He's like, I'm taking Sue family's money.
What do you...
We need to
What do you
expose the
suggest?
dangers of
And
cocaine.
expose the dangers of
Caution the
cocaine,
public.
caution the public.
Are you sure?
No, he's saying it for funsies.
Create a monster with my own hands.
It must not reach the public.
Reach the public.
Oh, Brian. If not you, someone else.
I'll compensate your research funding.
He's just gonna poison him instead.
You are always an idealist, Brian.
Yes, wow. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have come to you. He would have seen you for what you really were.
So far, nobody knows croquet. Once it is made
Public. Aren't you worried that the Sassoon family would turn around and develop an alternative?
An alternative.
Even if you can't convince me, can you convince them? What a businessman!
Come,
have a cup of coffee to calm down. Calm down forever. You tell me this was a ploy from Big Soda? No, it's a ploy from Big Pharma. That's what I've been saying all along. It's always Big Pharma. Always Big Pharma. It really was all about those sales in the end. What monsters. Welcome to capitalism, Brondo. Live and breathe it every day. How do you know my brother is in Boston? Of course, I have to take extra care of him. Now he's threatening Brian. Oh, he's totally threatening you, Brian.
I am planning a future for you and your brother.
What kind of future? In a coffin?
Do you want shares in Watson Group?
He doesn't want shares. He wants to save the world as unrealistic as possible.
Prosperity and wealth forever.
You fool! Who do you think pulls Big Pharma strings? Oh, it's always Big Soda. Oh no, Brother's about to get deleted for telling the truth. Someone save her.
Drugs to prevent tragedies, not for wealth.
Like you said, he's an idealist, Mr. Bell.
In that case, I respect your decision.
He doesn't agree with it, though. You notice, Brian? He says he respects it, but he doesn't agree with it.
Make sure he gets home and never steps out again. After 5 hours, go inside and retrieve all his research files.
Damn. A good thing Brian took the napkin with him.
Why is there
So much noise outside.
Sir, St. Mary Hospital is on fire.
The fire will turn everything into ashes, won't it?
Oh! Oh, he set the hospital on fire!
The night in London hasn't been this bright for a long time.
The hospital didn't set on fire because the patient went crazy! Mr. Bell committed arson to destroy evidence!
Aren't you worried?
He doesn't care, he's the one that set it on fire.
Everything comes with a cost.
Oh, this I did not expect! I did not expect him to have set the hospital on fire!
Grandpa, when can we go home?
Oh, Cece.
Darling, we've got to stay here for a bit.
What?
Someone
once told me there's like 400 million people here, but only 8 million people.
Market
development rate is a real disappointment here. Cola water.
No, darling, you can't drink the cola water. How about Chinese tea?
Mr. Bao tried to prevent his own granddaughter from eating cola water, from drinking cola water.
And you know what? You've given me a bit of inspiration.
Maybe I should put some fruity flavors that kids fancy into the cola water. Yeah? How did that work out for you? And Cece? Sorry, John. I once thought Brian's sacrifice to prevent the release of the opium secession drug. Joseph, it's not your fault. Poor Joseph! He must feel so bad right now. Well, I'm glad he's in Ashworth. And not a Von Karma. But Mr. Bell and the Watson Group must face appropriate punishment. Who do you think you are? Judges, now we have evidence of Mr. Bell's poisoning. Can we proceed to bring him to justice?
Oh, Bell, this lad seems dead set on getting the law to come down on you.
And you seem dead set on not letting the law get to him, Judge Herman. Tell me, how much shares do you have in the Watson Group? Is this not a conflict of interest?
Then go ahead and try. Arrest me.
Arrest me. I like for this specific session they had to lock in and get full voice acting for this. They went over their budget for this flashback. Honestly, they were quite committed. They were quite committed. I applaud them for that. They didn't have to get voice actors, but they did. Why does he not sound afraid at all? Mr. Bell's crime has already been proven, isn't that enough? Mr. Shen, I heard that you study law in Boston. Surely you've ever heard of the term jurisdiction, right? The victim is Chinese and the culprit is in Shanghai. The Shanghai governor does have jurisdiction. Mr. Bell is a citizen of the British Empire. A small court in the Far East without even a jury and a group of laymen in law. How can you ensure that this British knight receives fair treatment? I'm just saying, it kind of sounds like Judge Herman has shares in the Watson Group. And I think we really need to look into that. That's just my take on the situation. Consular jurisdiction exists precisely for this purpose. That is also true. That is also true. That is actually true today. Barring some changes. But you do have to extradite them. Based on the agreement, British nationals' crime can only be adjudicated by British Council. That is actually possible and kind of true. I say kind of true because I don't know if this is real back in the days, but there are rules like this. But it's obvious that they are colluding. We can't let him escape punishment like this. Is there anything else we can do? This is the current trend, something neither you nor I can change. Judge Kwon, being able to see the trend is your greatest advantage. He seems very disappointed in himself, though.
Enough of this, Watson.
Ooh, Joseph is not having it. Fulfill your promise to me. Stop the open cessation drug business. Enough of this. Well, damn. Father and son going at it.
For you, I took all the opium cessation drugs off the shelves at our pharmacy.
He took all the opium cessation drugs off the shelves in a pharmacy. To be fair, he didn't. He fulfilled his promise. He didn't release the drug. He released the soda. I'm a man of my word. That's true. No, not in the form of cola water. That's a new business. See? He's playing word games with you, Joseph. In fact, this remedial measure opens up a whole new market for us. Joseph, my child, you've inherited my kindness, but business is business.
Business is business.
Joseph must be more like his mom than his dad. You know why I come to Shanghai? The Sassoon family's opium business is doomed after the opium agreement between China and the UK. There are 8 million addicts in China, and they all need opium cessation drugs. It's a huge market. At that time, we will surpass the Sassoons and become the most powerful family in the Far East. Spoken like a true capitalist. But you're fully aware that cocaine is not an opium cessation drug. And it's worse than opium. That is true. Heroin and cocaine are both way more addictive than opium. And morphine, which comes from opium.
God, you are stupid.
He's not stupid. He's just a much better person than you are, Mr. Bell. Where there's demand, there will be supply. It seems that Mr. Bell's true intention is not the opium cessation drug business. No, it's not. But to replace opium with cola water. Yeah. Kinda saw that coming. Opium is innocent, and cola water even more so. They're just commodities. No. The only guilty person is you. Releasing and knowing it's addictive. If drugs are innocent, why did British government pass the 1868 Drug Store Act? If opium is innocent, why so many people die because of it? Why do families fall apart? If the cola water business is innocent, why did you poison my brother? Why did you kill Stone Wu and those innocent people at St. Marie's Hospital? Everything comes with a cost. Yeah, but the difference is, Mr. Bao, you don't get to determine what is an okay cost and what is not. I gave you the best choice, but unfortunately you were all too short-sighted. The so-called best choice is to let you continue poisoning us with cola water, isn't it? This beautiful country of yours, backward and corrupt, is also adept at putting on airs. Your people have been cultivating poppy here decades ago, and countless people profited from it. That is also true. Opium wasn't necessarily imported. Opium was actually always around. Factories and schools were built on profits from opium. You should be well aware of that, right? That is also true. He is not wrong about that. The International Opium Commission is about to be held. Opium Commission? Do you really believe that China can eradicate opium? I mean, they tried. It actually didn't work out very well for them, to be fair. You just like your poor brother are both idealists. I deeply sympathize with what Brian has gone through. In fact, for Brian, I not only sympathize but also greatly admire and appreciate him. Without his invention, there wouldn't be the globally popular Watson Cola water. That has nothing to do with why he did what he did. You're twisting his faith. But you have to know that human suffering is the result of their own choices. Oh. Now you're blaming human nature! Those who smoke heavily have free will. Did anyone force them? No, they choose to smoke for themselves, just like your pathetic father. And your self-righteous brother, if he hadn't rejected the shares I offered him back then. How could he end up in such a situation? Classic narcissist behavior right here! When a fish bites, don't rush to pull up the rod. Wait patiently. There will be a noticeable tug when a big fish is hooked. Just now. In fact, you cannot feel at ease as you claim to. Shen's cold! I like that. If you didn't have fear in your heart, you wouldn't have resorted to murder to cover the truth. And the last evidence that I'm going to present is prepared for your fear. He recorded this. Watson, I prepared 2 gifts for you. I want this man hung by jumper cables. No, Shen is cold. Shen just recorded his entire confession. Over the past 3 years, I have investigated all suspects in Brian's case, especially you. This briefcase contained various criminal records related to the Watson Group. Not only from your pharmacies in Shanghai, but also in Hong Kong and London. All contact leaves traces. I know how you cunningly acquired Hong Kong pharmacy. I know how you disguised cheap tonics laced with opium to make your fortune. I know how you colluded with corrupt officials to protect your fake medicines business. I know how you committed crimes repeatedly and used the legal system to escape punishment. I have visited the victims of these events. Through them, I have gradually built the chain of evidence for your criminal career. Only the final piece was missing. Just now, Joseph provided the crucial evidence and everyone heard you confess in your own words. Then why not bring those victims and files lawsuit in a jurisdiction with authority? I can assure you that your so-called evidence and testimonies won't be accepted. So I have prepared another gift. To be fair, confessing in court is one of the least favorable things you can do to yourself. The other gift is Everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. The phonograph broadcasting machine. Phonograph? Are you planning to use it to end your life like your brother? Brian sacrificed himself to protect those documents just to ring the death knell for you today. Your dirty business is over. You're even more naive than your brother. The opium business has been going for half a century. People are the sick men of East Asia. Do you really think you alone can change the course of history? No. I've seen an editor who traveled tirelessly for the liberation of thoughts and literature. I have witnessed a foreman who dedicated his whole life to new steelmaking technology. I also know of an official who, even without blueprints, hammered out the first steamship. Beyond them, there are millions of Chinese people striving to change the era despite adversity. This is the kind of nationalist view you will not find in Western games. And opium is one of the most urgent issues our countries must confront. We must make every effort to eradicate opium and drugs to save ourselves. I will mobilize my friends in the press to expose the truth about cola water. I will do my best to promote an anti-smoking, anti-drug campaign. Thank you, Judge Kwong. Thank you, officers. But it doesn't matter. We need to get... Why is so much noise outside? People are gathering outside, demanding justice for the culprit and the removal of bad merchants. Oh, damn! Toby coming in clutch! Toby just being outside, writing newspaper live, like he owns an online blog. The phonograph broadcasting machine can record sounds and then broadcast them. Now, not only can we hear you speak, but everyone else at the courtroom can hear it too. The headlines of the newspapers in the next few days will definitely be about this. Soon, the whole world will know the truth. Oh, Mr. Bao, you're cold. The SHEN was colder. This is a non-public trial. How dare you broadcast a trial without authorization? This is how you... Oh. Damn. Rules? Who is the one that is really disrespecting the rules here? SHEN just became his evil self! I'm sorry, not his evil self. The dark side of him is showing! The dark side of him is showing! He's become one with the dark side of him, the shady side of him. How dare you look at me like that? Your rules always have two sets of standards, one for yourself and one for others. That is true. There's only one rule in my book. If you choose to do evil, you must pay the price. Judge, the angry mob is trying to storm in. The police can hardly hold them back. Oh, Judge Herman, how's that share looking? How's your share looking in the Watson Pharmacy? Judge Herman, as the esteemed British counsel, I will do everything I can to ensure your safety. But if you insist on protecting Mr. Bao and fail with justice, public anger won't be appeased. No one can guarantee that the tragedy of the Li Huang case 3 years ago won't repeat itself. It's up to Judge Kwong's decision. Judge Herman has folded. You're telling me this court case is being live streamed directly to the radio stations? I'm already sending through tier 3 to Alpha as we speak. Alpha was ahead of his time. As the presiding judge, I pronounce Watson Ruben Bao guilty. He's aura farming too much. His swagger is too strong. Yeah, they really gave him a hero's moment. All right, before we proceed further, because I don't know how the game's going to end, we're going to read some facts. Because I think we've collected them all. We have. Look at that, guys. We collected all the facts. We didn't collect all the knowledge, though, so I think we're missing some, but that's okay. We collected all the facts. All right, hang on. Consular jurisdiction. Consular jurisdiction refers to the authority granted to a council to adjudicate civil and criminal cases voted citizens of their country residing abroad in accordance with their own national laws. The establishment of consular jurisdiction in modern China dates back to the 1842 regulations for the conduct of affairs in the Jiangnan area, and expanded over time to include rights to observe trials as well as the establishment of administrative and judicial bodies independent of the Chinese legal system. This led to difficulties in judicial jurisdiction and significantly infringed upon China's sovereignty. We interrupt this core version with some fun facts. Absolutely. Knowledge is important. Everyone shall lead the stream, fully educated. Tribute to Mr. Tang Guo-an. On February 24, 1909, during the 12th session of the International Opium Commission, the Chinese delegate, Mr. Tang Guo-an, delivered an English summary speech exceeding 8,000 words. He began by emphatically stating the consumption of opium is the most urgent moral and economic issue our country must face. He analyzed the dangers of the opium trade from multiple perspectives, emphasizing that solving the opium problem must rely on China's own efforts. Additionally, he appealed for cooperation between China and the West to combat the opium menace together. All right. The Shezi is a mythical creature from ancient Chinese legends featuring a single horn on its head and expressive eyes. It possesses the ability to discern right from wrong and loyalty from treachery, symbolizing judicial fairness. Historically, the character of law was written as, I don't know how to say that word, incorporating, I don't know what that means, which represents Shezi. Since the time of King Wen of Chu, the Shezi cap has served as an adornment for law enforcement officers, reminding them to distinguish clearly between truth and falsehood. This tradition has been accepted and recognized throughout successive dynasties. Even today, statues of the Shezi are commonly placed at the entrances of many courthouses, signifying the continuation and promotion of traditional legal culture. The Li Huang case? In 1905, Mrs. Li Huang, Li Huan, a widow of a Cantonese official, along with 15 maidservants, was accused of human trafficking while passing through Shanghai on her way back to her hometown. During the trial, the British Deputy Counsel overstepped his bounds by interfering in a case involving only Chinese nationals. Despite the lack of sufficient evidence, he openly assaulted Chinese officials, forcibly detained the accused, sparking collective protests from the Chinese community. The situation escalated when the public, dissatisfied with municipal council's protection of the British Deputy Counsel, surrounded the police station and demonstration, leading to a conflict that resulted in nearly 100 casualties. 100? It's a lot. It's a lot. And that are all the fun facts we have learned in this game. All right, we made it. We made it. We solved the Shanghai Enigma. It's not over yet, since that's the case. He brings out a gun? I don't mind making another tragedy. Oh, damn! It's 2 houses. It's 2 horses. That's a cult, by the way. Wait, did we get shot? In 1909, Tang Guang gave a remarkable speech at the International Opium Commission held in Shanghai. The meeting led to the first international drug control treaty, the Huaguai Opium Convention in 1912. In 1928, Republic of China attempted to abolish all consular jurisdiction in China. However, due to resistance from foreign countries, its goal was not achieved. In 1943, ROC ended UK and US consular jurisdiction in China through an agreement. In 1949, People's Republic of China was founded, ending consular jurisdiction and foreign privileges. In 1950, PRC's proclamation on strictly prohibiting opium eradicated the issue in 3 years. In 1987, the UN set June 26th as the International Day Against Drugs Abuse in Vienna. And by that destiny, to perform an act whereof I didn't get to finish. Oh!
忘了告诉你，雇主先生。
Oh, the assassin lady! Forgot to tell you, boss. Hello, Tingxiang.
我所有的
All my bosses end up like
都是
this.
这个下场。
The assassin's like, yeah, I take your money and then I take your life. You're welcome. He's got the blicky run for your lives. Nah. The assassins got our back. Shen did get shot, but he made it out alive because Miss Lilac was like, "Nah, man. I enjoy both taking your money and your life." Anyway, let's watch the credits, as we always do. As we always do. Look, it's Julia! You were brilliant in the courtroom. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're proud of me, Miss Inchu. I did my best for you. I did my best for you. We should celebrate. Come and watch our show tonight, my treat. Oh, thank you. I love magic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shen got shot in the arm. Sorry. Is Miss Shen okay? He's fine. Nothing serious. It's just we missed your performance again. It's alright. We'll come back next time. She's gonna be performing for a long time. Damn! Live roadside performance by a master magician. Bon voyage. Oh, thank you. What kind of courthouse is this? That not one but two people with guns. Not a single security guard checked in the entire courtroom. Crazy. Hello, Mr. Joseph. This is the 1920s. They didn't have metal detectors. Oh yeah, Mr. Joseph is suspending his prosecutorial duties in order to take care of the cola water problem. Cece wants to talk to Afu, Mr. Scarecrow. Mr. Lion said he got what he wanted. So you get a thinking break too. Mr. Lion became brave.
That's great.
And the Scarecrow's brain grew 3 sizes during the courtroom. Thanks, Joseph. I'm glad you didn't turn out to be the mastermind as I feared. Judge Kwon, why are you here? Seizing the Watson pharmacy is a significant matter. I must be present to prevent any further incidents. How is Ting Xiang? She's the woman's prison awaiting the verdict. Is it possible to give her a lighter sentence? That day in court if she weren't there. She still killed someone though. I greatly admire her for eliminating the criminal. However, she is also related to multiple homicides. Yeah. Well, you know. Justice, she will get a fair judgment. And here's all the voice actors who worked really, really hard on this. Oh, Wen and the magician have the same voice actor. Oh, Sergeant Lee! Hi, Sergeant Lee. Thank you. Want to investigate the store again, Sergeant Lee? The Watson has been sanctioned. Shanghai Phantom is still at large. I will surely bring him to justice. Alright, good luck, Officer Lee. Sorry. Good luck, Sergeant Lee. I believe in you. Hello, Shen. You promised me that you would rest in the room. Guess he didn't want to. My right arm is fine. Alright. Afu's gonna handle the suitcase. Look how smooth everybody moves in this game. Alright, guess it's time. Thanks, Koxin, for all your help on this. The Opium Commission is about to be held. I want to contribute more articles to the event. Yeah, take care, Koxin. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Bye. Good luck. What is the headline this time? Hasn't decided yet. Toby Chan and I will collaborate on this report. Oh damn, they gave a whole list of... When we're developing the game, we have learned from a number of excellent works, including game Ace Attorney series, Diamond, The Sound of a Gunshot, novel Alibi Breaker, This is going too fast for me to read them all, but we pay our highest tribute to these works and their creators. If you're interested, I did not finish reading that, but that's okay. You guys can play it and read it yourself. Hello, Toby. Mrs. Chen, why are you here? I'm here to return... Oh, the phonograph machine. Yes, your phonograph broadcasting machine. Well, if it's helpful for you, you can just take it. Now, keep it and make it better. Toby, I truly appreciate your assistance. Well, he was your brother's friend. You are the key. I'm just a journalist who doesn't want to miss out on big news. Your contribution to this case is much greater than it appears. It's the formula you stole that plays the key role. In Mr. Chen's Shanghai Phantom? Nah, I can never do that. Stone noticed that the symptom of the people who drank cola water were the same as the subject. So he asked someone to steal a formula of cola water to verify our hypothesis. However, before I laid eyes on the formula, Stone was murdered and the formula disappeared. I tried several times to enter the scene and search, but never had the opportunity. To my surprise, Stone hid the formula behind Brian's photo. Now that I think about it, it is indeed the most proper place. I almost forgot the purpose I came here for. Seems I misunderstood Mr. Wu, which means, when I was investigating the seller, I thought he was a bad guy selling opium secession drugs. But wasn't it Mr. Chang who was involved in the pharmaceutical research back then? How could Mr. Wu know the specific symptoms of the subject? Let's see. Detective, a friend asked me to give you this. Is this a commissioned letter? Smart as always. I appreciate it, but I plan to go home and tell Brian that his last wishes have been fulfilled. I believe you won't refuse this case, Mr. Shen. What's going on? What is it, Miss Lee? Oh no, I never found out what the case is. Never found out what Miss Lee wants. Anyway. Shen Chupi and Afu are still on the journey. We finished! We made it to the end of the game! We made it to the end of the game. Wow, what a ride! What a journey! I don't think we got everything though, because we're missing a lot of achievements. I can probably speedrun for the achievements after this though. Because we didn't get all the endings, we only got one. I think, of all the endings. And we didn't collect all the knowledge either. So I probably, if I want to 100% the game, I have to probably go back. Then it sounds like we need to find all the evidence and dialogue to 100%. No choice of to play the entire thing again. Don't make the rules. I just say that. I'll probably follow a guy and speedrun it or something. Oh, here. When we're developing the game, we have learned from a number of excellent works, including Ace Attorney series, Diamond and the Sound of the Gunshot, Alibi Breaker by Seishiro Oyama, Locked Room Collector by Seishiro Oyama, Danganronpa Kirigiri by Takekuni Kitayama, La Villa Lilac Case by Ayukawa Tetsuya. Oh, is that why Tingshan's name is Lilac? The King Taichi's Cases by Seimura Amagi. Oh, those were really popular back in the days. The video when Isaac Newton become a detective by Mi-ing Shuimu. We pay our highest tribute to these works and their creators. If you're interested in murders on the Yangtze River, we would highly recommend you to enjoy above-mentioned works. Diamond and the Sound of a Gunshot? I've never heard of that. Might have to check it out. Danganronpa. Oh, yeah, been there, done that. Ace Attorney. Played half of it. Still need to play the other half. But yeah. Wow, we made it to the end. This game was much longer than I thought it was gonna be. But I think most of it was my fault. I think this is much shorter if you don't narrate every single conversation like I do. You can probably finish this in like, I don't know, 6 hours or less. But that's not how I play games on stream. So, we've been here for 21 hours. A whole ass 21 hours. But yeah. I may or may not attempt to 100% this game off stream. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But this has got to be one of the best games we played this year. That was really good. I had a good time playing it. I don't know if you guys had a fun time watching me, but I had a good time playing it. So I can't believe my joke about the cola water became a central theme at the end. Just to show, goes to show anything's possible. Yeah. That is it for tonight. I know we're 20 minutes or 28 minutes out, but the game is over. So there's nothing else to do. Yes, Muto, we made it to the end of the game. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, that is it for tonight. I need to figure out what we're gonna play next Monday. Don't know yet. Probably something much shorter than this, because I did not think this was gonna be a 7 streamer. But this is a 7 streamer, so I have to go make a whole playlist for this game now. I was lost for 90% of the murder, but I know in my heart Big Soda can never silence us. Absolutely. Trust no one. Ori replay incoming! Please don't. An early Mimere. Yes, Bronto. Early Mimere. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I had fun playing it. I know these type of visual novel, murder, mystery, detective games is not everyone's cup of tea. There's not a lot of action going on. But these are actually my favorite genre, so, you know, I'm just gonna keep playing them. I'm gonna keep playing them. I got more of these. I got many more of these. So, if you happen to like them like I do, there are many more coming. But yeah, that is it for tonight. That is it for tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday to hopefully wrap up the demo for Tia Weird Hunter. We're halfway through the game, so I believe we can finish it in one stream, provided that I don't die 60 million times to the same boss. So we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, and then we'll play more Clear Obscure Expedition 33 on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. I hope you had a good time. I appreciate you all. Have a great day, a great night, wherever you are. Stay chill, stay safe, stay cool. And I'll see you guys in my next stream. Good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.